If you're looking for a scooter that will take you far without tiring you out, that takes care of your back and makes you enjoy every kilometer, this video is for you. Today, I bring you the top 5 of the most comfortable maxi-scooters of 2026, designed for traveling, daily commuting, and always arriving relaxed. Before we start, please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more top lists, comparisons, and biker tips. Now then, get comfortable, start up, and join me to discover the scooters that turn every journey into a pleasure. Let's get started. KYMCO Forte 4.0. If you're looking for a scooter with character, one that allows you to move with comfort and has features you'd normally see on more expensive models, let me tell you about the KYMCO Forte 4.0. This GT-style maxi scooter has arrived to make a lot of noise, and for good reason. At its heart beats a liquid-cooled, single-cylinder SOHC 4-valve of 350 cubic centimeters, or 21.4 cubic inches, to keep its cool in any situation. This unit delivers around 34 horsepower, a figure that translates into more than sufficient acceleration for city riding and for maintaining relaxed cruising on the highway. The torque, close to 35 Newton-meters, which is 25.8 pound-feet, is available at medium revs, giving you solid and progressive pull from low down. The transmission is automatic via CVT, so here everything boils down to twisting the throttle and enjoying the ride. As for consumption, the official figure is around 3.5 to 3.7 liters per 100 kilometers, which equates to roughly 67 to 64 miles per US gallon. That's a very competitive figure for a scooter of this displacement and GT focus. This is where the Forte 4.0 wants to show its seriousness. It features KYMCO suspensions, a brand of recognized prestige, which aim for a good balance between comfort and control. The chassis has been developed for a scooter of this size and weight. It prioritizes straight-line stability and a feeling of composure at sustained speeds. For braking, it has disc brakes on both axles with dual-channel ABS as standard, a system that provides real safety and is now essential in this segment. When you get on the bike, you're greeted by full digital instrumentation with a color TFT screen that shows all essential information at a glance. Depending on the market and version, it may incorporate Bluetooth connectivity for your mobile phone. This reinforces its practical and modern approach, although it's not a universal feature in all configurations. Its design is that of a GT scooter with presence, featuring robust and well-proportioned lines that convey a sense of solidity. The riding position is upright and natural, with the handlebars positioned at a comfortable height to help prevent fatigue on long journeys. The seat height is accessible for a maxi scooter, which makes maneuvers when stationary easier and increases confidence. The front shield, besides giving it that touring look, offers good aerodynamic protection from the wind. Overall, it's a scooter that makes you feel at home from the first minute. This is where one of its strong arguments comes in. In Europe, the recommended price is around €4,999, a very competitive figure within the segment. In many markets, it's often accompanied by promotions, extended warranties, or special conditions. It is without a doubt one of the proposals with the best ratio of price, size, and equipment. On forums and in user reviews, the assessments are quite clear. Among its main advantages are the value for money and the standard equipment like ABS and KYMCO suspensions. Also, comfort in daily use and contained maintenance, which is typical of this type of scooter. As points for improvement, some users comment that the engine, although capable, isn't designed for sporty riding or for maintaining very high speeds over long periods. Details and finish are also mentioned. While not problematic, they don't reach the level of more traditional Japanese brands. There's also the occasional minor electrical issue over time. Nothing particularly serious, but aspects to consider. Who is the KYMCO Forte 4.0 for? This scooter fits a very broad profile of users. It's an excellent option for daily urban and suburban use thanks to its comfort and ease of riding. It's also ideal for those moving up to a larger scooter, seeking stability and confidence. Likewise, it's for more experienced riders who prioritize comfort, practicality, and a reasonable price over extreme performance. It even holds its own on weekend getaways of several hundred kilometers. It's not a scooter to push to the limit, but to get anywhere comfortably with good presence and without hurting your wallet.
Suzuki BURGMAN 400. If you think scooters are only for going around the city, the Suzuki BURGMAN 400 is about to completely change your perspective. This legendary Maxi is much more than an urban vehicle. It's a serious, comfortable, and surprisingly capable travel companion. Let's break down why this machine remains a benchmark. At its center beats a liquid-cooled, single-cylinder engine of 399 cubic centimeters, or 24.3 cubic inches, with double overhead cams. Although it hasn't changed radically in recent years, it's so polished it works like a Swiss watch. It delivers 29 horsepower and 35 newton-meters of torque, or 25.8 pound-feet, concentrated in the mid-range of the rev counter. This translates into an immediate response to throttle input, ideal for overtaking and quick getaways in the city. Its real top speed is around 135 to 140 kilometers per hour, or 84 to 87 miles per hour. That's more than sufficient for riding easily on highways and secondary roads. As for consumption, the official WMTC data is around 3.6 to 4.0 liters per 100 kilometers, which translates to approximately 65 to 59 miles per US gallon. That's a very contained figure for a scooter of this size and weight. In short, it's a reliable, smooth, and with just the right character to keep you from getting bored. The BURGMAN 400 is not a light motorcycle. Its wet weight is 218 kilograms, or 481 pounds, but this weight is distributed intelligently on a double cradle chassis that provides notable stability at high speeds and wide curves. The front suspension is a conventional telescopic fork with 110 millimeters, or 4.3 inches of travel, while the rear uses a linked-type shock absorber with preload adjustment. In the braking department, it features a single 260mm front disc, or 10.2 inches, and a 210mm rear disc, or 8.3 inches. Both are assisted by standard ABS. It's not a sporty system, but it's very dosable and coherent with the model's touring focus. The front wheel is 15 inches, and the rear is 14 inches, a combination that favors stability, comfort, and good behavior on long trips. On the instrument panel, it combines clear and complete digital information, showing speed, RPM, fuel level, temperature, 2 trip meters, and traction control system information. And yes, the BURGMAN 400 incorporates SUZUKI traction control, a detachable system that adds a safety plus on slippery or wet surfaces. It does not have Bluetooth connectivity or a TFT screen, but the instrumentation is perfectly legible in any light conditions and offers all essential information. On the practical side, the under-seat space is around 42 liters, or 11.1 US gallons, or 2,560 cubic inches. That's enough to hold a full-face helmet and a few more items, although it is true that in recent generations it has been slightly reduced compared to older models. This is where the BURGMAN 400 truly shines. Its seat height of 755 millimeters, or 29.7 inches, makes it accessible to a wide variety of riders, including those of shorter stature or who seek security when putting their feet down. The front shield and manually adjustable windshield provide effective protection from wind and inclement weather. Overall, it's a scooter on which you can spend hours without feeling fatigued, whether in dense urban traffic or on routes several hundred kilometers long. In Europe, the official promotional price starts at €7,949, with a list price closer to €9,149 depending on the market. In the United States, it is positioned around $8,949, to which destination charges and possible additional fees must be added. It's a scooter clearly positioned in the premium segment, and its price reflects its level of comfort, equipment, and reputation for durability. Owner experience is quite consistent. The main repeated virtues are its exceptional comfort and the smoothness of the engine and CVT transmission. Also, its stability on the road and its enormous practicality in daily life. Many choose it for traveling as a couple, highlighting passenger comfort as one of its great strengths. Among the areas for improvement, some point out that its weight is noticeable when maneuvering stationary or at very low speed, especially in garages or parking lots. The reduction of under-seat space in recent versions is also mentioned, as is the absence of more modern technologies compared to some direct rivals. Regarding faults, it is not a model known for serious problems, though occasional minor electrical issues are mentioned, like erratic fuel gauge readings or cold starting difficulties in older units. In general, the BURGMAN 400 enjoys a very solid reputation for reliability. Who is the BURGMAN 400 ideal for? This scooter is a true all-rounder. It's ideal for the calm traveler who prioritizes comfort, safety, and ease of riding without giving up covering distance. It's also a very logical option for beginners looking for a large, stable, and predictable scooter to gain confidence. It's for the urban user who needs daily practicality but wants the freedom to escape on the weekends. And of course, for the experienced biker looking for a comfortable and relaxed second bike to get around without complications.
MAXSYM TL508. If you're looking for a maxi scooter that combines the agility of a sport bike with the comfort and practicality of daily use, you have to know the MAXSYM TL508. This latest version, which already complies with Euro 5 regulations, is not just a means of transport, it's a complete riding experience designed for those who don't want to give up anything. At its essence lies an inline twin-cylinder liquid-cooled engine of 508 cubic centimeters or 31.0 cubic inches with double overhead cams. This unit delivers 45 horsepower at 6,750 revolutions per minute and, more importantly, 49 newton-meters of torque, which is 36.1 pound-feet at 5,250 RPM. This translates into an immediate and very elastic response from low revs, perfect for overtaking or climbing mountain passes without always needing to push it to the limit. Although it's a heavy scooter with a wet weight of 223 kilograms or 492 pounds, its acceleration is more than respectable for the segment. Regarding consumption, SUZUKI declares figures around 4.5 liters per 100 kilometers, which is about 52 miles per U.S. gallon. Its 12.5-liter or 3.3 U.S. gallon tank offers a decent range for trips and long daily commutes. This is where the MAXSYM TL stands out. SUZUKI has worked on a configuration clearly aimed at dynamic balance, with a geometry designed to offer stability and precision. The aluminum chassis is rigid and precise, and is combined with an aluminum swing arm with a linkage system and single rear shock absorber. This solution is more typical of a motorcycle than a conventional scooter, and provides a very solid and stable feel in fast corners. The braking system, with Bosch ABS, offers power and modulation that inspire confidence. Overall, the feel at the handlebars is closer to that of an automatic fared motorcycle than a traditional maxi scooter. The dashboard is a 4.5-inch color TFT screen, sharp and with all information well organized. In terms of aids, it incorporates disconnectable traction control, an unusual element in the segment that adds a safety plus. The key is smart with a keyless system, and it has a USB port for charging mobile devices. Under the seat, there's ample space, enough for one full-face helmet and another jet-type helmet, competently solving daily storage needs. The riding position is relaxed, but with a sporty touch. The seat, located 795 millimeters or 31.3 inches from the ground, is accessible for most riders and is well padded for long distances. The front shield and windshield offer effective protection from the wind, especially on fast roads. Aesthetically, it shows a muscular and sharp image with angular lines that make it clear this is not a conventional scooter. In Europe, its retail price is around €8,999, a very competitive figure considering its approach and equipment. It's not officially marketed in the United States, so references are scarce, but conversions place its theoretical price around $9,400 based on previous European prices. Users and specialized media highlight above all its excellent value for money. It's a very complete scooter for its competitive cost. The aluminum chassis and the rear suspension with linkages receive praise for their stable and sporty behavior. The power of the twin-cylinder engine is more than enough for any real situation. Plus, the under-seat space is very generous for daily use. As less positive points, some point out that the fuel consumption for a scooter is not particularly low. The weight, although well managed on the move, is noticeable when maneuvering at very low speed or parking. More advanced connectivity, like direct smartphone integration with the TFT screen, is also missed. Who is the MAXSYM TL508 ideal for? It's the perfect companion for the rider looking for a single vehicle for everything. It's for those who want to travel comfortably and with cargo capacity, but without giving up the enjoyment of secondary roads. It's for the urban user who makes many daily kilometers and values aerodynamic protection, automatic transmission, and practicality.
It is not a model designed for absolute beginners due to its weight and performance, but rather for riders with some experience, or for those looking for a definitive scooter. It is also not the right choice if the sole objective is achieving the lowest possible fuel consumption.
VOGE SR4 Max. This 350 cubic centimeter maxi scooter is the latest evolution of a model that has been winning over riders since it arrived on the market, and I'm going to tell you everything that makes it special. Under that fairing hides a liquid-cooled, 4-stroke, single-cylinder, 4-valve DOHC engine. Its displacement is 349 cubic centimeters, or 21.3 cubic inches, and it's not just any engine. It's the same block used in the BMW C400X, manufactured by Lawson under license. This guarantees proven reliability and very solid performance. It delivers a maximum power of 34 horsepower at 7,500 RPM and a maximum torque of 35 Newton-meters, which is 25.8 pound-feet, at 5,750 RPM. These figures translate into very lively acceleration from a standstill, ideal for urban traffic, and a top speed that reaches around 135 kilometers per hour, or 84 miles per hour, real. That's sufficient for easy highway riding. Average consumption is around 3.5 liters per 100 kilometers, which is 67 miles per U.S. gallon, depending on use. With its 13-liter tank, or 3.4 U.S. gallons, it offers a practical range close to 350 kilometers, or 217 miles. The SR4 Max is built on a high-strength steel chassis that provides a very balanced rigidity. The front suspension is an inverted 35mm Kayaba fork, which is 1.38 inches, and in the rear it has two Kayaba shock absorbers with preload adjustment. This configuration is clearly oriented towards comfort, absorbing road imperfections well without compromising stability at high speeds. The brakes are one of its strong points. The front mounts two 265mm, or 10.4 inches, discs with 4 piston calipers, and the rear has a 240mm, or 9.45 inches, disc. The braking system is dual-channel ABS, having replaced the combined system in the most current versions. It comes standard with Pirelli Angel Scooter, tires 120/70/15 front and 150/70/14 rear, a set that offers an excellent balance between grip, longevity, and stability. This is where the SR4 Max proves it is a truly modern scooter. The most complete T version includes a keyless system, allowing you to start the bike and access the seat and fuel cap with the key in your pocket. Additionally, it incorporates heated grips and a heated seat, a detail uncommon in this segment. The windshield is electrically adjustable and can be adjusted on the move via a button. The instrument panel is a sharp 7-inch colored TFT screen with Bluetooth connectivity to link your smartphone. Through the app, you can manage calls, messages, and turn-by-turn navigation. Some specific versions, like the SR4 Radar, incorporate a blind spot detection system using a rear radar, a technology uncommon even in more expensive scooters. Aesthetically, it presents the typical design of a GT maxi scooter, with muscular lines and an imposing presence. The riding position is relaxed and very well achieved. The seat, located 761 millimeters, or 30.0 inches from the ground, is accessible for most riders, with an upright and comfortable posture. The front shield and adjustable windshield offer very effective aerodynamic protection. The foot spaces are wide and allow you to vary your position during the trip. Under the seat, there's a compartment with capacity for 2 full-face helmets, something remarkable for this displacement. Overall, the ergonomics are clearly designed for traveling without fatigue, without losing agility in daily urban use. This is one of its great arguments. In Europe, it has a retail price of €5,787. The version equipped with radar is positioned around €5,892. Very competitive figures considering the level of equipment. In the United States, the VOGE brand does not have widespread official distribution, so it is not an easy model to find in dealerships. In case of private import, the final cost could be between $7,000 and $7,500, depending on taxes and associated expenses. In forums and social media, owners highlight several aspects. The advantages include outstanding value for money, a smooth and punchy engine, very complete standard equipment, and great comfort even when traveling as a pair. As for disadvantages or areas for improvement, some users mention that certain fairing plastics could have a better fit. Others note that the multimedia system works but doesn't stand out compared to premium brands. There are no reports of serious mechanical failures. It is mentioned that in isolated cases, the keyless system or the screen may present occasional electronic errors that are solved by restarting the bike. In general, the overall assessment is very positive, positioning it as a real alternative to established models like the Honda Forza 350 or BMW C400X. Who is the VOGE SR4 Max for? It is the ideal scooter for the rider looking for a versatile, comfortable, and very well-equipped vehicle without making an excessive investment. It works wonderfully for daily urban use thanks to its maneuverability and aerodynamic protection, but it also holds its own competently on long trips and intercity journeys. Its progressive power delivery and ease of riding make it suitable for inexperienced riders who want to move up a level. At the same time, it's a very attractive option for experienced riders who value technology, comfort, and a rational price.
KYMCO AK550 Premium. This Taiwanese model has evolved a lot, and its most recent version, the AK550 Premium, arrives with refinements that put it on par with the big names in the segment. Let's break it down piece by piece with fresh data and what those who already have it in their garage say. At the heart of the AK550 beats an inline twin-cylinder liquid-cooled engine of 550 cubic centimeters, or 33.6 cubic inches, with 8 valves. It's not just any engine, it's designed to deliver its power linearly and forcefully. Updated official figures speak of 51 horsepower at 7,500 RPM and a maximum torque of 56 newton meters, which is 41.3 pound-feet, at 5,750 RPM. This translates into vigorous acceleration from low revs, ideal for safe overtakings and quick getaways in the city. The real top speed is around 160 to 170 kilometers per hour, or 99 to 106 miles per hour, depending on the market and conditions. That's more than sufficient for intensive highway use. As for consumption, official data places it around 4.5 to 4.6 liters per 100 kilometers, which is approximately 52 to 51 miles per U.S. gallon. That's a reasonable figure for a maxi scooter of this displacement and performance. The transmission is automatic via continuous variator, and the electronics offer 2 power modes, full and rain, which adjust throttle response according to conditions. KYMCO has opted for a double-beam aluminum chassis, seeking a balance between structural rigidity and contained weight. The front fork is a 41 mm inverted unit, or 1.61 inches, while the aluminum swing arm works with a rear monoshock adjustable for preload. This cycle part gives it agile and very stable handling in corners, closer to that of a sport bike than a conventional scooter. The brakes are one of its strong points. The front mounts 2 270 mm or 10.6-inch discs with Brembo radial 4-piston calipers, and the rear has a 260 mm or 10.2-inch disc with a single-piston caliper. To this is added cornering ABS, which adapts braking according to the degree of lean to improve safety. The stock tires in the European version are Metzeler Road Tech Scooter with a sport touring focus. The dashboard is a 5-inch color TFT screen, sharp and customizable. It shows all essential information: speed, RPM, consumption, riding mode, and is compatible with Bluetooth connectivity via KYMCO's NuDo system, which allows receiving basic notifications and checking trip data. It also includes a keyless system, push-button start, and full LED lighting. The AK550 Premium is not a compact scooter. It measures approximately 2.22 meters long, which is 7 feet 3.4 inches, and 79.5 centimeters, or 31.3 inches, wide. The seat height is 785 millimeters, or 30.9 inches, which orients it toward riders of medium or medium-tall stature, although its narrow design at the front makes it easier to put feet down. The riding position is relaxed. The rider sits inside the scooter, with a wide platform for the feet and close handlebars. The front shield offers good aerodynamic protection. Under the seat is a compartment with capacity for 1 full-face helmet and small items, sufficient for daily use. The fuel tank is 14.5 liters or 3.8 U.S. gallons, allowing a real range close to 300 kilometers or 186 miles in mixed riding. In Europe, the recommended price moves around €12,999, depending on the country and current promotions. In the US, the AK550i Premium has been marketed around $12,000 to $12,200. These figures place it below direct rivals like Yamaha T-Max or Honda Forza 750, one of its major commercial arguments. Opinions from real users cover the good, the not-so-good, and the frequent faults. In forums and networks, owners highlight several things. The advantages include powerful and progressive acceleration, agile and sporting handling, high-level braking, comfort on long trips, and value for money. Many especially value the cornering ABS and technological equipment compared to its direct competition. As for disadvantages and frequent faults, this is where it's worth clarifying. In models prior to the premium version, some users reported serious problems related to the clutch and oil filtration system, with cases of deteriorated clutch discs clogging filters and causing lubrication failures. KYMCO introduced revisions to the clutch, filters, and seals in the premium version to correct these problems, but the reputation of those first series still generates doubts in some buyers. Other milder complaints focus on certain plastic finishes that could be improved, and that fuel consumption increases notably if the full mode and aggressive riding are abused. What type of user is the AK550 Premium ideal for? This scooter is ideal for the user looking for a powerful, agile, and very well-equipped maxi scooter, but without assuming the cost of a T-Max. It's an excellent option for long highway and freeway trips thanks to its aerodynamic protection, stability, and performance. In the city, it defends itself well, although its size and weight can be uncomfortable in very dense traffic. It's not the most recommendable option for an absolute beginner, but rather for riders with some experience who want to make the jump to a sporty maxi scooter. It's also not the best choice for those who prioritize extreme lightness and maximum ease of handling above all else.
And that concludes this top 5 of the most comfortable maxi scooters of 2026. 5 very different proposals, but with a common goal: to make you enjoy every kilometer without getting tired. If I had to choose one that best represents what a modern maxi scooter should be today, my choice is clear: the VOGE SR4 Max, because it has everything: a proven and reliable engine, truly premium equipment, an electric windshield, heated grips and seat, a large TFT screen, space for 2 helmets, and a perfect balance between comfort, technology, and price. It's the scooter that doesn't force you to choose. It serves for daily use, for traveling, and for enjoying the road without giving anything up. But now it's your turn. Which one would you choose? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to support us with a like, subscribing, and activating the bell to make this biker family bigger and bigger. Good roads to all!